Okay, so falling through the ice on a lake would be a nightmare situation for most people. At Saginaw Township Fire Department, it's an annual routine.
They fall through on purpose to train for ice water rescue situations. Mid-MichiganNow's Kyle Makin decided to find out how they do it and even volunteered to be rescued.
A lot of times, too, we find in the ice is that as they're sitting there in the water, they put their arms up on the ice, and because it's wet and slushy, they actually get frozen to the ice, too.
Roger Klump with the Saginaw Township Fire Department is leading their annual ice water rescue training. He says when responding to someone falling through the ice, their first goal is to make contact with the victim and to find out how many people are in the water.
For everybody's safety, if we could reach something to them or throw something to them and pull them in without having to put a rescuer in the water, that's the best for everybody. If
the person in the water can't be pulled out using a rope, the team puts on an insulated rescue suit which allows them to be in freezing water and they can make their way to the victim.
You know, today's ice is very thick. You can walk right out there, but a lot of times as it thins out, you'll have to crawl. You'll get down on all fours and crawl. Sometimes you might be right down on your stomach, almost like pulling yourself along the ice.
The rescuers put one end of the rope around themselves and try to get the other end around the victim. When they give the signal, firefighters on the shore pull both the victim and rescuer out of the water. But the rescue is not over yet.
We'll even try to figure out where's the best place to bring them to shore to be able to turn them right over to MMR, get them blankets.
Hypothermia can set in within minutes of being in cold water, so they wrap the victim in a heated blanket and get them to an ambulance.
Once they get into the hospital, then they'll start putting like warm fluids through them.
After spending a little over 2 hours with the Saginaw Township Fire Department, I gotta say the water is not as bad as it looked, but it's also because I got this nice fancy suit on and I could only imagine what it'd be like with normal clothes. But seriously, I wanted to say thank you to Saginaw Township Fire for having me out here, and also a big thank you for all the hard work you do behind the scenes. Reporting in Saginaw, Kyle Makin, Mid-MichiganNow.
Definitely, we want to thank them. And here are a few more ice safety reminders. When you're out on the ice, check to make sure the ice is thicker than 4 inches to support your weight.
Tell someone where you are and what time you should get back. Also, don't walk on soft, slushy ice.
Finally, if the ice makes a cracking sound, it could be a warning the ice is not safe. Remember, officials say no ice is safe ice. Be careful.